Click that like button if you're new. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching the post-game press conferences here for the epic game tonight on Monday Night Football that was just played between the Bills and the Jets. It came down to the end. It was fun. But Buffalo's going to come out on top. Their 2-game losing streak is over. Buffalo gets to 4-2 after this 23-20 victory over Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets. With this loss, third in a row for the Jets, they fall to 2-4 on the year, and their playoff hopes really looking like they are on life support. And push the panic button, New York. Panic. It's time to panic. Push the panic button. 2 missed field goals, 2 doinks from kicker Greg Zuerlein. The difference in this game in the second half. Jets drove down the field. Zuerlein missed a 32-yard field goal. Also missed a kick from 43 yards as well. So 2 short field goals. The Jets miss them, and because of it, they lose the football game. Also, everybody, penalties constantly. Every single snap, pretty much, going down the home stretch of the fourth quarter. There was a penalty every single time. I mean, my goodness, the flags were out of control. They were out of control. But everybody, this was a really fun football game to watch. Really good game between 2 good quarterbacks. They both played well. The offenses moved the football. The Jets, this is the best their offense has looked all year. Aaron Rodgers was throwing dimes everywhere, even though it was the losing effort. 23 of 35, 294 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. The Jets' run game actually ran the football. Breece Hall over 100 yards on the ground. As a team, they averaged nearly 6 yards a carry. Garrett Wilson over 100 yards receiving. Same with Allen Lazard. So the Jets' offense moved the football. They moved the ball. It was just the kicker, the kicking situation that let them down, and the defense getting beat by Josh Allen, who was great again. Josh Allen, 215 yards through the air, and 19 of 25 passing. Also ran for a score. Didn't turn the football over. And everyone, how about Ray Davis, the rookie running back coming in with the injury to James Cook? All he did was run for 97 yards, and then he was also Buffalo's leading receiver with 55 yards receiving. Great game for the rookie tailback. But everybody, this game for the Jets, they looked a lot like a formidable football team tonight than they have all season long. We will see if it carries over for them. A tough heartbreak loss for the Jets at home on Monday Night Football. Their next game, they'll be seeing us. We'll be calling the Jets next, everybody. We will be live next Sunday night for Sunday Night Football as the Steelers will take on these New York Jets at home in primetime. And Buffalo will take on the Titans next week in the 1 p.m. window. But thank you so much for watching the post-game press conferences for Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, and Jeff Ulbrich, the new head coach for the Jets. Everybody, thank you for joining us here for Week 6 of the NFL. We will see you next week for Week 7 of the National Football League in the Truth Scene. Good night.